I want to take you back to where we began in South Africa, where investigations are now being launched into some corruption charges and influence peddling within the government of Mr. President Zuma. We're going to talk to Tinyika Maluleke, who's a professor, a political analyst at the University of Pretoria, and he joins us live via Skype from South Africa. Good evening, Professor Maluleke.
Good evening. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Now, first, just give us a sense of what this inquiry really means, given that President Zuma himself has to order or has had to instruct that this be done and the report will be taken back to him.
Yes, the constitution of the country only empowers the president to set up a commission of inquiry of this nature. Only he can do it. But what is a little unusual with this one is that in the report where it was recommended for him to set up this commission, it was also suggested in that report that he be not the one to choose the judge who will chair it. And that judge has been chosen by the Chief Justice of the country rather than the president. And that is a significant departure from the Constitution. And that is because the president himself is subject of investigation in this inquiry.
Now, some of his support have said that this investigation should actually be wider. It should also encompass other private businesses and the kind of influence they have over the government of South Africa. What is your take on this?
The terms of reference are pretty much as suggested in the Public Protector's report. So, in other words, the current terms of reference do not go back beyond the presidency of Jacob Zuma. So, and I think this is only correct to do it this way. Because let's face it, we can have a commission to investigate South African history since the arrival of the Dutch colonists here, or go back to 1910 when the Land Act was put into effect, or go back to 1994 when Mandela became president. That was not the point. The point of this inquiry is to probe the involvement of the executive, particularly the president, in possible corrupt dealings.
And he's living in interesting times where we have Cyril Ramaphosa as the head of the ANC. Do you see this probably as taking him out before even his term is over?
Well, the ANC, which is the ruling party, has confirmed that a decision has been taken that he should leave before the end of his term. Cyril Ramaphosa himself, as the new incoming president of the party and deputy president of the country, has confirmed that Zuma will have to go before the end of his term. So it is no longer a question of whether it will happen. It's a question of when it will happen and how well the party manages it. I think that's what they are concerning themselves with at the moment.
And we will be monitoring developments there. Professor Maluleke, we thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.